Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. On this video we're gonna make some delicious chiles rellenos, which I know you're gonna like them. So let's get started. So we will need, for our ingredients are poblano peppers. We will need for our tomato sauce. We're gonna need a couple of tomatoes. These are about 8 tomatoes, a small piece of onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. For our filling of this chile relleno, we will use, this is fresh cheese, but you can use any cheese of your choice. You can use Monterey Jack, you can use Monster cheese, Swiss cheese, any cheese that you like, and if it melts, it's much better. But this cheese, because it's fresh, it's not gonna melt, but that's why I like it. It has a lot of flavor, so I'm gonna use this to fill my peppers. And to make our egg mixture, we will need eggs, a little bit of salt, and some flour. Okay, so this is everything we need, and let's get started. The first step we're gonna make for this peppers, we're going to, I have this, I always use like a napkin or something to put some oil, and I like to rub the peppers, all of them, and we're gonna put them here in the stove because we're gonna roast them, because we need to take out the skin of the pepper, and the oil is gonna help us to do that. So I'm gonna do that with all the peppers, and when these are ready, you should turn them at least every minute so that they roast very well all around. Okay guys, so as you can see, most of the peppers are almost completely roasted. So this is ready. As you can see, all around is well roasted. So we're gonna place them in a plastic bag. This one is also ready. So you're gonna start putting them in the plastic bag. Okay guys, so 5 minutes have passed, and here are our peppers. Look how they look. They are still hot, but for me, I'm used to getting touching hot food, so it's no problem. We are going to take this skin out. I don't know if you could see, but we're gonna take all of the skin out. After you have removed most of the skin of the pepper, as you can see, now it's clean. We're gonna, with our fingers, we're gonna open a small gap here, and we're gonna remove all of the seeds that you see here. I know this takes time and a lot of patience, but it's well worth it. I mean, the flavor of this is just amazing. So with a lot of patience, just take all of the seeds out, and you're gonna repeat the same step for all of the peppers that you make. To make this sauce, it's very simple. Here we have all our tomatoes, our garlic, and our onion. So we're gonna make this in 2 batches. I'm gonna add the tomatoes here, half, because they're not gonna fit in here. So I'm gonna place a half of the tomatoes, a small piece of onion, a clove of garlic. I'm going to add some water, probably about half, and we're going to blend this really well. Okay guys, so to make our sauce, we're gonna place a casserole here. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil, probably 2 tablespoons. Now that our oil is hot, we are going to pour the tomato sauce. We're going to season this very simply with a tablespoon of chicken bouillon and a little bit of salt. But first, mix very well your chicken bouillon. And after you have mixed it and tasted it, you will see if it does still needs more salt, because usually chicken bouillon is very, very salty. So first, add that in and mix it very well, and then you will taste and see if it really does need more. Okay. It does need a little bit more, so I'm gonna add. Look at the sauce now has come to a boil. So we're gonna leave this here about 5 more minutes. We're just gonna wait for this to season and to get a little thicker. So just leave it in low heat. Okay guys, so here we have our peppers which have been cleaned. I have here my delicious fresh cheese, which I'm gonna cut in pieces that fit the pepper. Let's take one of our peppers and we'll see if this small piece of cheese, small is very big, but we'll see if it fits. It does fit, and you know what? I like these peppers to have lots of cheese. So you could put as much as this, or you can take maybe and cut it in different, let's say this in half. And just put a small amount of, but look at this big, huge peppers. These red peppers are really big. So you can place as much as you like, okay? See these, and here you can see the cheese is coming out. So just cut it with your hands and that's it, guys. Okay, these are ready to be fried. Okay guys, so now it's time for our egg mixture, and we're gonna use eggs. Very carefully, we're going to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. So the egg whites will go here. Being very careful that the yolk doesn't break, because the egg yolk has fat, and when we make our meringue, the fat is not gonna help us. So just be extra careful. And then our egg yolks, we're gonna place them here in another container. So just keep doing that until you have enough eggs. Just so that you guys have an idea, for every pepper that I make, I use an egg. So if I have here 10 peppers, I'm gonna use 10 eggs. So just as I said, be very careful, because if you want to make this in another container and then put it here in the bowl, you can do that. But I'm gonna do it right here. Okay guys, so I have here my egg whites. I'm gonna place them here in the mixer. I'm going to use this balloon attachment, and I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, not too much. And I'm going to start the machine, probably about high. You're going to mix this egg whites until, guys, you can do this. Look, you see this? You can turn around the bowl and nothing is going to fall. So this is the perfect egg whites. They are very fluffy, which is what we want. I'm going to add our egg yolks and a little bit of flour. You will mix until you see that your egg yolks are well incorporated. Look at this delicious greatness, full of flavor mix. I'm doing this because sometimes the egg yolks stay in the bottom, and that's why sometimes the batter is not too yellow. In case you make these and the egg mixture doesn't work, I really suggest you guys use some organic eggs. Trust me guys, that is going to be a big difference, and the egg is going to come much better. Okay, so I'm going to place here in this pan a lot of oil, guys, okay? Don't get scared, but It's the kind of oil that we need for this dish, so it's a lot. So for this, we'll wait until the oil is at the right temperature. So here we have three things. We have our egg batter, we have our peppers, and we have some flour. This is just plain flour. What we're gonna do to each pepper is this. If we just go and drop this in the egg, it's gonna fall apart. So we really need to put some flour in our pepper, and this is gonna help that the egg doesn't fall apart. So we need to wait until the oil, guys, this is the right temperature. To taste your oil, you can take just a little bit of the egg mixture and drop it. And look, this is the way it should look, bubbling. So our oil is ready so that we can get started. I'm gonna take the pepper like this. When you chose your peppers, just please choose the ones that have this thing on so that you can hold it, okay? This is gonna be so helpful. So take your pepper, put it into the mixture, and then you're gonna fry it. If this happens, don't worry, just take some eggs and finish it off. See, these came out better. So here, guys, we're just going to drop our pepper with the hot oil, and we're just going to keep putting the oil on top with the paddle so that it gets fried, because sometimes you can't get to all the edges and all the corners of the pepper. So you really need to make this step to just to make sure the oil gets all over the pepper. And this is just, for this you also need some patience, because it really you really need to make one by one. Now I'm going to turn it over. This is easier than the other one. And now that this is golden enough, I'm going to take it out. Look at that, huh? Look at that, guys. Isn't that looks amazing and very delicious? Here is our tomato sauce that it's been simmering because I wanted to thicken it up a little bit more, so it's nice and ready for us. I've already tasted it and it's just so delicious. The way you want to serve your chiles is just up to you. Some people like to place it here in the sauce and leave them there for a couple of, probably 1 or 2 minutes. It just depends. For me, I like them the other way. I don't like them soaked like this, but it just depends. It's up to you. So in case you want, you can leave them here soaking the tomato sauce, and then you can serve it with the same sauce. And you can add some rice, or the other way. I like to serve my rice with this kind of measuring cup. So I just put a little bit of oil, and then here is my rice that I made. Just take it like this and kind of fill it up so that it's very full. Squeeze it, and you can place it here on the dish like this. You see? As I said before, the other way of serving this dish is with the, I'm gonna serve the rice. You need to make sure this is really squeezed, because otherwise it's going to come undone. So place your rice. Then you can serve your sauce as much as you like. And then you can place your pepper, whichever you like here, like this. And it just depends on how you want to serve it. I'm just gonna put a little cilantro leaf to give it some color. And now I'm gonna taste this delicious Chiles Rellenos. Okay guys, so this is the final result of all this work. That it's a lot of work, but as I said, it's well worth it. I'm gonna try. You can eat it like this with some forks and some knife, but in reality in Mexico we don't eat chiles rellenos like this. We take our
tortilla,
our spoon. We take a spoon and we take a tortilla, and then we make a taco with this taco chile relleno, which is, look, I don't know if you wanna give it a look at that cheese. I mean, this is because it's fresh cheese, but if you would have used these a melted cheese, this will look much better. But I actually like this flavor. This cheese is from ¿cómo se llama? This cheese is called Chautla, and it's people from that town bring it, and I actually like this real flavor. But whenever I don't have a chance to get this cheese, I always get Monster or Monterey Jack, which also makes some delicious chile relleno. So I'm gonna give it a try. That is just amazing. The flavors of this are just amazing, so I really suggest you make this dish for your family. The peppers is not spicy at all. I mean, sometimes they come a little bit spicy, but they more often they don't come too spicy. So I hope you like this video, and remember to leave a comment. What would you like to see for the next video? And right here, I'm gonna leave you a video so that you can go and see the longaniza that I made the other day, which is just delicious. I hope you liked it, and see you next week. Bye.